Byun Jae-wook, Hwang Young Min, is a short-tempered prosecutor who only pursues the truth. He is notorious for his rough and tough investigations. A suspect who is a small-time criminal, under the interrogation of Byun Jae-wook, is then found dead. All the evidence indicate Byun Jae-wook as the criminal. Byun Jae-wook is prosecuted and gets 15 years in prison. At first he is ill-treated by the prisoners. He helps some guards to avoid courtroom fees and in other legal matters. This gains him a special position in prison. He helps out both the officers and prisoners who are in jail through his legal knowledge and experiences. This makes prisoners loyal to him and he treats them well whenever he receives gifts from the guards. He shares food and cigarettes to other inmates. People in jail call him Sir Young Gam, which means elder. One day a man who owns a company comes to him and asks advice regarding a man he beat up because of raping his daughter. He gives him an answer. The prisoner then asks what he could do for Jae-wook, answering he would know at a later time. 5 years later, Byun Jae-wook meets young fraudster Chi-won, Gang Dong-won. In prison, Chi-won knows details about Byun Jae-wook's case. Byun Jae-wook trains Chi-won to carry out his plan outside of prison. Using his knowledge as a former prosecutor, he gets Chi-won free. Byun Jae-wook prepares a counterattack on those who framed him. Chi-won meets up with one of the friends of the suspect in Jae-wook's murder case. The man admitted that the suspect indeed had asthma and had to have an inhaler with him all the time. Unbeknownst to him, he was being recorded by Chi-won, who sends the file back to Jae-wook. Jae-wook prepares papers for his parole and sends the file along with the recording to the judge holding his case. This information reaches the congressional candidate who was Assistant General of the Prosecutor's Office and does all means to shut the case down. The whistleblower was found and was beaten until half his body had been paralyzed. Fearing for his own life, Chi-won takes the chance to get away from Byun Jae-wook. When Jae-wook realized Chi-won's plan, he seeks the help of the prisoners whom he formerly assisted in their cases. Byun Jae-wook and Chi-won get together and start planning against Jong-gil. Lee Sung-min, who was the AST Prosecutor General during Byun Jae-wook's trial period and the person who had convinced Byun Jae-wook to defend himself in a self-defense manner, which resulted in his jail time. In the flashbacks shown, it is revealed that Jong-gil, who is running in an upcoming election now, then was working with a builder to encroach an ecologically significant land and had visited the interrogation room, beating up the prisoner and getting hold of his inhaler, leading to the prisoner's death by suffocation. Jae-wook is able to win his retrial due to a recording he obtained of Jong-gil admitting he had possession of the inhaler. Afterwards, we see that when Jae-wook is released from prison, Chi-won greets him with a bag of tofu, suggesting that they work together on a new item. The film ends with Jae-wook telling Chi-won to live honestly, citing John chapter 16 verse 33 from the Bible, and smacking Chi-won on the back of his head.